evening and welcome to Carnival News Around the World. I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemukoko. On the world news this evening, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened that a whole civilization would die, as Iran has shown no sign of accepting his ultimatum to open the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday evening. This comes after Trump gave Iran an ultimatum till 8 p.m. Washington time, which is to 3:30 a.m. in Tehran, to end the blockade of Gulf oil to see that U.S. destroy every bridge and power plant in Iran. Meanwhile, Iran says it will retaliate against U.S. allies in Gulf, whose desert city would be uninhabitable without power or water. As the clock ticks down on Trump's deadline, strikes on Iran intensified throughout the day, hitting railway and road bridges, an airport and petrochemical plant. Iran has responded by declaring it would no longer hold back from hitting the Gulf neighbors' infrastructure and claimed to have carried out fresh strikes on a ship in the Gulf and a huge Saudi petrochemical complex. Meanwhile, in the European continent, the European Union is under pressure in what U.S. Vice President DJ Vance lashed out as what it called disgraceful interference with the European Union in an election in Hungary, as it lauded Prime Minister Viktor Orban as an ally of Donald Trump in the defense Western civilization. Vice visit to Budapest just days before a vote, and the independent polls show Orban is likely to lose, which underscores how crucial Trump's MAGA movement deemed the veteran Hungarian nationalist re-election. In the meantime, a vote in the UN Security Council today, Tuesday, China and Russia vetoed a Biharan resolution encouraging states to coordinate efforts to protect commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. The 15-member Security Council voted 11 in favor of resolution, with 2 against, China and Russia, and 2 abstentions. Now we move over to Africa. Some transport drivers in at least 3 localities in Guinea-Bissau, including the capital, have gone on strike today, Tuesday, after the government raised fuel prices in response to the Iran war, but barred any increase in passengers' fare. Taxi and van drivers in Gabon, the largest city in the east, and the town of Mansau were also not operating, forcing would-be passengers to walk long distances. Newsman reports that African government has imposed sharp fuel prices increase as the Iran war sends global oil prices surging and threatens to spark inflation across the continent. And that wraps up our Carnival news around the world. Thank you very much for listening and for staying tuned. Once again, I am Elizabeth Tessie Okemukoko.